Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous, which goes into hard to take, savage, ruthless, time shall come. Okay? We're here. 2025. We are in these perilous, savage times. Thawadi Yahal Basmial Shah, blessed are our eyes to see this day. Apostle Tahar of Great Millstone has deemed this the year of hopeful Jacob's salvation, which is equates the return of Yahweh Shai with the host, the army, okay, and also the demise of Edom, because we're not sharing the kingdom with no other nation ever again. And the demise of Edom, okay, which is also equated to the return of Yahweh Shai and the host, all right. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and grew well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanai. And this will be titled, It's Looking Bad for Jake. All right, who is Jake? Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, the 12 tribes. You so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, including the speckled birds. We are scattered amongst all four corners of the earth. We look like other people. However, our fathers our father's seed lineage, heritage from your father goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, this is the time. It's looking bad for Jake. All right, let's get it. What are we looking at right now? Teddy Roosevelt sitting on that horse, which is an illustration of power. Okay, Job said, now those are younger that has begun to lord over us. Okay, all right, look at him sitting on that authority of power. Remember Django. That nigga on that nag, yeah, 2/3 sellout. All right, and what does he have right there while he's on the horse? He's following behind him on feet or the southern tribe and the northern tribe. So you got Judah right there on your right, and you got look like a Gadite, but the northern tribe on your left. Okay, all right. And if that wasn't bad enough, because people think that those are the worst severe times ever, it's going to get ugly. All right, let's get it. Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. This Egypt is spiritual Egypt. United Snakes of America, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritual Nineveh, all of these places, because he's going to make the most amazing display of this place when he takes it out. The Wadi Yahweh Bashmiel Shah. But mainly Egypt means bondage, okay? And right now, we have the northern tribe entering in, okay, with the heathens, but the northern tribe. So you coming down to Egypt for help, spiritual Babylon. Let's get it. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, okay? And horsemen, because they are very strong. Now, what's those horsemen going to? The military complex of United Snakes of America. The horde that sits upon the beast, which the beast in altogether is the EU/NATO. So once again, that's why you trust in this place. Oh, we can never be defeated. They can never touch us. Can't touch this. MC Hammer. And this is all coming from our people's mouths. All right. But we're going to figure this out today together. All right. So he said, woe, destruction unto you who believe in this theory. All right. Because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Yasharallah. Okay, let me explain this to you. When you're going in those whorehouses, those churches, Jesus is not looking to the Holy One. The Holy One is Yahweh. Who is Yahweh? Yah, he, Hawa exists. Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who you so ignorantly call Jesus. He, salvation. Okay, so you look not unto the Holy One of Yasharallah, neither seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, yet he is wise and will bring evil. Who? The creator. This so-called jolly, lovable Santa Claus looking Edomite God does not exist. Now, the so-called looking like a Jake angry with righteous anger, indignation, he is the creator of the earth, okay? Yet he is also wise and will bring evil bad times and will not call back his words. Why? Because he's not a man he can lie. This is his creation, not yours, his. You're just a part of it. But will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that worketh iniquity. The help starting with who? All the nations, but starting with who? The house of Jacob. All right, that's why there is a 1/3 and a 2/3, and the 2/3 is the side that gets their ass kicked and destroyed. Let's get an example. Fair use copyright 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use. Okay, I'm not selling any product here. This is strictly for educational purposes, and more importantly, it's to be edified through Yahweh Bashmi Shai. Baba Kashai Yahweh Bashmi Shai Baba Shimri Kakwadash. All right, let's get it. Here's an example of those of our nation that are sellouts.
Appointed, and you're the senator of his state, and she endorsed me. You must really hate her. No, it's a shame. It's a shame. Uh-oh.
I just love you.
No, that's why he's a great politician. Think of it.
Did you get that? That's why he's a great politician, because he sold his soul for this moment. Okay, that's an example who Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna take out first. The house of Yasharala. You know, the shucking and jiving COONs. Okay, plural. All right. Now this time for that shit is over. Let's prove it. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, once again, there's that word, destruction, chaos, unto the habitations of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, who is the devil? The man with the horns? No. He is red. He ain't got physical horns. They spiritual. He is red. He called himself white, but he's actually red. And you see it every day. All right. Especially when they have white shirts on and you notice the difference. All right. The devil, Satan, spiritually, is come down unto you, having great wrath, love, enjoyment, hand in hand, pleasure, no, wrath, even willing to sacrifice his own. Because he knoweth that he have but a short time, because this has been appointed. There's a cutoff. When that cup of abomination fills up, that whore is holding, then the Lord is sending Yahweh Shai in the host. Okay, so he has but a little time. Why? Because he's looking at those telescopes, and why he's telling you AUPs and UFOs, he knows that they're chariots because it's right here in the scriptures. He knows that those are chariots. They even got pictures of a fucking diamond-shaped city floating, okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not playing when he say he has but a short time. All right, so why you, but I love you, Trump. Yeah, that right there, that part. Let's get it. This is the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach 39:28. There will be spirits that are created for vengeance, created for love, created for forgiveness. No, there will be spirits. Where do spirits come from? From Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the creator. And once again, Satan is one of them, an angel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Not a deceit, not a adversary, an angel doing what he is commanded to do. Read the book of Job. Therefore, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. Are we not in the time of destructions? We got wars, rumors of wars. We got pestilence. We got sickness. We got inflation. We got earthquakes. Everything mentioned in Matthew's 24 out the mouth of Yahweh Shai is taking place. Okay, the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Did Satan make these spirits of vengeance? No. Yahweh Shai did. Or Salakia. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai did. Yahweh did. Okay? Fire and hell and famine and death. All these are created for vengeance, indignation, righteous anger, okay? Teeth of wild beasts. Oh, and they coming. And they coming out the zoo. And they coming from the wilderness because you keep fucking destroying the fella. The lumberjack keeps destroying their home for no reason. So they coming. They moving into the residence. Okay? We got a lot of shit to look forward to. For real. Teeth of wild beasts and serpents, scorpions, and the sword. Who got the sword? Esau. Okay? Punishing the wicked to destruction. Starting once again with the house of Jacob. That's why I named this. It's looking bad for Jacob. Okay? They shall rejoice in the commandment. Yeah, because that's what they was created to do. And when they say go, they going. Okay? And they shall be ready upon earth. Look at that. I didn't even know that was gonna say that. Well, I just told you when he said go, they ready to go. They said they shall rejoice. He man, Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, in their commandments. So yay, it's time to go. Think of the gremlins. Just think about the Lord saying, go, get them. Tear this place up. They will rejoice, okay? And they shall be ready upon earth when need is, okay, when he says go. So when that tawad is set, when the tawad, the mark of exemption is set, it's on, okay? And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his words. So none of these wicked spirits are going to be like, wait a minute, that looks like a little baby over there. I'm supposed to go choke that baby out? No, they're going to be like, yes, indeed. Yes, I will. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's what's coming, okay? You think it's a fucking game, but it's not. All right, all we here to do is give you warning and get the blood off our hands, your blood off our hands, because he told us to do it. If he didn't, then we wouldn't be doing it, okay? Zechariah 13, for real, get your blood off my hands, because then I have to deal with my own sins as well. I'm a sinner. I'm a defiled person myself. Now, if I don't give you warning, then that's iniquity, Latin, okay? I'm not doing that. This is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in that land, in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, 2 parts. That's that peace sign. Draw you a peace sign right now. Take a circle. You can make it little. You can make it big. No matter how the size you make it. Once you divide it like the peace sign and you mark out the 2 parts, you got 1 left. Okay, so listen. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, 2 parts therein, your peace sign shall be cut off and die. That's our nation. We're innumerable. We're numbered amongst the sand and the sand of the sea and the stars that you see. We're innumerable. You can't not censor us. Once again, we have the speckled birds. We all don't look like a certain identification, okay? You can't even numer us, but he promised that 2/3 will be cut off and die. All right, you listening, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, you speckled birds, are you taking heed? All right, this ain't no kumbaya, come back together. And you once again, Elder Manata Zakba of South Carolina had the video with that old hag on with the wig talking about, I don't think our generation gonna make it. We not gonna be able to see it. It may be our great man. Bitch, shut up. That's why you're not a teacher, okay? But the third shall be left therein. What is that telling you? He is going to destroy 2/3 of our people and leave one part, which is still innumerable, but it's a lot less than the 2 parts. It's got to go. Okay. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, which is trials and tribulations, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried through that fire of adversity. Okay, that's why patience goes into suffering and waiting patiently. They shall call upon my name. What's his name? Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is my Allah, my power. Okay, my Abba, my Father, because he's all of that wrapped up in one. He is the creator of this place, okay? This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see wheref a man doth travail with a child. You ever seen a pregnant man? No. I'm not part of that confusion, ABC, pronoun, pronounce this bullshit. Have you ever seen a pregnant man? Fuck no. Okay, I seen bitches with beards pretending to be a man pregnant, but they was still a bitch, okay? They was retarded bitch too, all right? Wherefore do I see every man, every real true born man, a man born with a penis, okay, not with the other part, wanting to wish on to something else. Where do I see every man with his hands on his loins, holding his groin, holding his stomach? Okay, as a woman in travail. What's a woman in travail? That's that the water's broke. That's those contractions coming harder, harder, and harder. Why? Because the baby's on his way. And Yahweh Shai is that baby. He is on his way. And all faces turn into paleness. What's that? That's that fear. That's that fear of Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. That's that fear. That's that, once again, Scooby-Doo running in place, running from the goblin or the ghost, or that's that Flintstone fear. It's fear all the way through it. That's that fear before you get in a car crash and you see it coming and your car won't stop and you collide. That's that fear when your body lock up. Okay, stop playing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Allah is for the day is great, so that none is like it. Then we go into perilous, hard to take, all the way to savage. Okay, none is like it. It is even the time of what? What is it? Huh? Jacob's trouble. Didn't I name this? It's looking bad for Jacob. Okay, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, you get it? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua will save Jacob out of this. What proportion? We already read it. The 1/3 will be saved up out of this. And yes, some of us will have to go to face death, but be faithful unto death and you will receive a crown and you will rise first with Yahushua. All right? And that's a promise. This is the book of Proverbs 1:20. All right? Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voices in the streets. That's why the true prophets are on the highways and byways. Okay, not in no whorehouse, not in no church. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates. Where is that? The mainly downtowns and everywhere where you're going to get a congregation of people, not one people, congregation of all the nations. And the city she utter her words, saying, "How long, ye simple ones?" And this is only speaking to Yasharallah. Okay, this ain't for the other 17 nations. This is for the one that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has chosen. Will ye love simplicity? How long will you simple ones love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. That's those mockers making fun. And it starts out at the top like Bishop Nathaniel, who has a whole camp of Israelites, but deceiving them, won't even teach them their name. And other things like that. So that's scorning. And then your keyboard warriors that want to talk shit about Yasharal and want to chastise great millstone and like-minded men, but they ain't got a sense of teaching in they soul. Okay, the scorners. And fools, they're right there. And fools hate knowledge. Once again, that's the only reason you would be mocking, because you hate it. And that's set up by what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, so repent or die. Turn ye, look right here. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So he will forgive all you idiots. He will literally forgive you. That's why we got to preach his word until he takes it out of us, because he's willing. Hey, in the last second, somebody's going to be saved. Once again, one of the apostles or elders went into the fact that that man who was on the cross, that robber who was on the cross with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, asked for forgiveness and received it. He actually was a robber on the cross, being died, persecuted, and asked Yahweh Shah for forgiveness. And Yahweh Shah said, "You are the elect. You coming with me." I mean, that's what he did. I don't know if he's a 1/3 or a 144, but I know that how about Shimmy Shah promised that you saved for asking for it. So come on, man. That's all we saying. Repent, man. Stop being a nigga. Stop being a black. And you about to find out about that. Stop being an Indian. Stop being a motherfucking Puerto Rican. I keep using that because that means Puerto Riches. It's easy for me to say. Stop being that. All right. I'll come back to your real true identity. Yasharala. Because I've called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. That's right. But ye have set at 9 my counsel. Once again, I mentioned, you pull it up. I'm not going to do it. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. Okay, if you need to, fucking download the 1611 King James Bible. If you don't own the physical copy of the Apocrypha, I suggest you do that. But read that, because I'm not getting it this time. Wicked man came out, wanted to partake with the heathens. Okay, so once again, 25. First Proverbs and 25. But ye have set at 9, you rejected all my counsel and with none of my reproof. So how did you get reproof? The men on the highways and the byways and these videos right now telling you, giving you warning, but you're not listening, but you don't hear them though. Okay, I will also, this is the point. Here we go. Drum roll, because I got some heat for y'all that y'all about to witness. Listen to this. Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. This is, God loves everybody. Oh, God wouldn't be that. My God didn't set up people to get hurt, but people get hurt. And he said that nothing can happen without his decision saying yes. And every heinous act you've ever seen was Yahweh Shai saying, let it go. All right. So I will laugh at your calamity, starting with through the apostles, through the elders, through the Akim who teach and learn in sincerity that he's going to use us. Then even the Akwith that are obedient, they're going to be laughing at you too, because he's taking care of them. Of the election and the kids that he got planned to take care of. Okay, he doesn't do anything physically. Not physically in our presence. He does it through men. Okay. Also, will I laugh at your calamity? I will mock when your fear cometh. Remember that fear earlier from Jeremiah 30. When you're doing hands on the loins, it's coming. He promised that all you mighty motherfuckers thinking that you so tough, man. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Think about that, a hurricane with fire and stones and such coming at you. All right, when distress and anguish come upon you, this is a promise from Yahweh Shai. Then shall they cry upon me. Then shall they will cry. I'm going to say it again. The cry. They're going to be crying. They ain't just going to be, hey, God. They're going to be crying, Lord Jesus. That ain't his name, by the way. So they're going to be fucked up. Then, and even he said, and call on me. So everybody that call on Yahweh Bashmi Shai is not going to be delivered either. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And that goes into this famine of the word as well. We gonna shut up. You ain't gonna be able to hear these instructions no more. For they hateth knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now let's get it. It's a consequence for that. Come on.
That they are not welcome here. In fact, that black blob on the concrete right over there is the charred remnants of one of those flags burned to a crisp. Waving swastika flags, some armed with rifles. Eric Ruffin took this video of a group of apparent Nazis in Lincoln Heights where he says they called him the N-word.
Officially letting you know there is racism in America. This is absolutely ridiculous that I got to deal with this.
Other videos show counter-protesters breaking through a police line to confront them. The group that eventually grew to more than 100 took a swastika emblazoned flag and set it aflame, leaving just this blob. Charlene Evans helped set it on fire.
In this neighborhood, we do stand for...
Jacob, you ain't seen nothing yet. Jacob, I'm telling you, you ain't seen shit yet.
something. This here turf is golden soil, and it won't be tarnished with things like that.
One man arranged bullets to spell out LH on the flag, a message not to return to Lincoln Heights. To lower the temperature,
we need you, Lord, now to come in the midst of it.
Lincoln Heights Baptist Church began a spontaneous prayer.
But it's all about faith. We are doing the work of God.
Still, anger went beyond the white supremacist display to the police who kept the group separate.
Nobody's coming to save us. They allowing the Nazis in.
In a statement, the Evendale Police Department says that
You heard it? They're allowing it. Okay? Hey, Jacob, you ain't seen nothing yet.
while the protest was very offensive, it was not illegal. Look, the Sheriff's Department responding in a statement of their own that they responded to de-escalate the situation and make sure that no one was hurt. Looking forward, Pastor Julian Cook has a message.
There are obviously people who want to spread hate right now.
Now, you think that was a victory? Pay attention. Before I play this next video, nobody with wisdom would ever tell Jacob to enter a military, a police force, or any of those things. They don't belong to us. They're not like us, okay? We're not like them. They're the oppressors. We don't go hand in hand. However, I want to make this point clear before I play this. When Nero is making a appointed that he does apparent that he does not want our people. You heard that I played that video, Senator Scott, I want you. Well, he didn't love you. He didn't put you nowhere in his cabinet after you did all that shucking and jiving. Okay? We had to pull you off the motherfucking stage at like the one show when they used to take the hook, the gong show, and snatch him off the stage. You old bum. But listen, there's a consequence for that. And it's all through the Bible. All right?
Military drops recruiting efforts at prestigious Black Engineering Awards event. Now, let's take a step back before I read from this. The narrative by Republicans, the narrative by Donald Trump and other racists, yes, other, including him, others who are racist, is that DEI just wants to hire any black body, whoever. Just, get them in there. They're black. That's good enough. They act as though qualification has nothing to do with it. That it's just the color of your skin. And that actual qualified white people get boxed out of jobs so that an unqualified black person or gay person or trans person or woman or name your hated group by Republicans so they can get the job. That's what they would have you believe. Right? So why, in this case, would they pull out of a prestigious Black engineering event that I think they said was like ripe with talent? It's the most dense talent venue or something like that is how they describe it. You're turning down the possibility of hiring wildly talented, wildly intelligent, wildly skilled candidates for jobs within the military only because they're Black. It's the reverse of what they claim because they're liars. They're racist, white supremacists. They've allowed the white Christian nationalist agenda to take hold, and now they have Pete Hegseth, a white supremacist, as the Secretary of Defense, to put this into action. And as I talked about in a previous video, the makeup of the military is just about 50-50 white and then minority groups, Latino, Asian, Black, roughly 50-50. I think it was 49.6% Black and Latino, Black and brown folks, right?
See, once again, we're not supposed to be participating with their folly, Jake. We know what they do. They rob, steal, murder, kill. We know what they've been brought up on, charges of genocide. Okay? And if you're partaking in that, there's no excuse. There's no alibi for what you've done when you've done it. Okay? Well, you told, and we told you not to.
Here's the article. The Army and other service branches are abandoning recruiting efforts at a prestigious Black engineering event this week, turning down access to a key pool of highly qualified potential applicants amid President Donald Trump's purge of diversity initiatives in the military. Until this week,
and Jacob, you voted for this bastard. You voted for Nero. I mean, he was going in anyway. It was the elite's choice. But once again, you occupied your time into this. When you voted for dumbass Biden, oh, happy days. About 8 years ago, motherfucker was singing. You voted for that bum. Then you voted for this bum. And we're not supposed to vote for none of these wicked ass kings. No nation outside ours, okay?
Army Recruiting Command had a long-standing public partnership with the Black Engineer of the Year Awards, or BEYA, an annual conference that and math, also known as STEM. The event, which takes place in Baltimore. Oh no, that's a historically very black city. I see why they wouldn't want to go. Very scary for white Republicans.
Before I go forth, do your research, Black Wall Street. Do your research, World War II, black soldiers, which we know is Judites, and mainly this, they all categories. So Yasharala, you know what I mean, men of color, Yasharala. Do your research on how the soldiers that fought stood firm, even though they was abused along the way, for the military, got treated less than from the German fucking captured soldiers. They got treated less than them. Then they went over to France, kicked ass, got fame, and was told, United States was told France, don't honor them, because when they get home, we gonna treat them like they ain't shit. Do your research, Jake.
Yeah. The event, which takes place in Baltimore, has historically been a key venue for the Pentagon to recruit talent, including awarding reserve officers training corps scholarships and pitching military service to rising engineers. Past BEYA events have included the Army Chief of Staff and the Defense Secretary. Quote, "This is one of the most talent-dense events we do," one Army recruiter told military.com, on the condition that their name not be used. "Our footprint there has always been significant. We need that talent," says a subject matter expert, a military recruiter. We need that.
You know why I said we need that talent? Because we built this world. Everything that came up out this world that was of righteous came from Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shab through Yasharallah, okay, through our hands. All of these nations have been blessed through our effort. They're nothing without us, and they know it. Yet they have the ability to treat us like nothing because of Deuteronomy 28. We're under the curses. You should know, in the days of King David, King Solomon, we wasn't looking like niggas, like savages, okay? Hell no. Meaning me, an Indian, we wasn't living, no, we was living on top, okay? And that's going to return for eternity, all right? So they know they need us, but look how they treat us.
Talent, whether they be black or white. These are talented, qualified, skilled individuals. The services cited concerns that participation in the predominantly black event could run afoul of Trump's order and the Pentagon's intensifying push to erase diversity efforts in the military.
So you hear it right there. Nero don't want you. He didn't want Scott. He wanted his endorsement on the way to run it. But after that, nothing to do with you. All right. So let's get it. I'm just giving here. I want you to take heed of the times we in, because I'm damn sure happy we here, because it's a must. These offenses must come. Okay. This is Isaiah 41 and 14 by the choice. And if you look at by the chance, if you look at that 41:14, there's that 144 all in it. Okay. For real. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Yasharallah, not of the world, Vocab Malone, Dr. White, not of the Ish people who don't even know they speak in Assyrian when they wasn't even in Assyrian captivity, obviously, because they're not the people, but the northern tribe was in Assyria, not Judah, so they calling themselves as Judah, they the Jewish, and then to give you the wrong fucking language, which is all the way not even Hebrew, okay? That's why it's hard for me to tolerate the blue letter, because I got to give it to you and it's giving you mispronunciations. There's no E's and such and such in Hebrew, okay? No V's and E's, and Jehovah, that's not his name, it's Yahweh. So once again, they're doing it wrong. All right, so it's not for them. But Jacob, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, this is only for you, all right? Speckled birds included. Fear not thy worm, Jacob. Thy worm was warm, defenseless, helpless. There's no creature out here that a worm can whoop his ass. I'm sorry. For real. All right, he put us in a category right there. That's why Deuteronomy 28 says, and 68, no man can buy you. It means no man can protect you. Martin Luther King's, Malcolm X, your most gangsters, Nipsey Hussle. It don't matter. None of them men can save you. That everybody trying to say look, P. Diddy said he was trying to save somebody. So be careful of those who say that shit, because we know the answer is Yahweh Shai can do that. Okay, only. All right. Fear not thy worm, thy defenseless Jacob, Yasharallah, and ye man of Yasharallah, I will help thee, saith Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. The Redeemer, him, that's who's going to save us. The Holy One of Yasharallah. All right. That's your only chance. Now, I pray that this has been edifying. We're going to end this off at Zechariah 12, verse 8. In those days shall Yahweh Bashmiel Shai defend the inhabitations of Jerusalem, where a people before a place. Now, however, before I go farther, we've already discussed that 2/3 of our people will be cut off. That's a promise. So pay attention. 2/3 of our people, this does not apply to you. I'm only talking to 1/3, okay? So you may want to click off the video or pay attention and repent. In that day shall Yahweh Bashmiel Shai defend the inhabitations of Jerusalem, a people before a place all over the world. And he that is feeble, weak, like I'm 47 years old, I ain't what I used to be, and I never was all that. Amongst them that day shall be as David. Now read up on the strength of David. All right, jumping over walls and everything. Read up on David. That's a whole nother lesson. But did he just, all right? And the house of David, you get this, in the house that was already David with that strength, like your Samson, David, you know what I mean, had that, shall be as God's. So he's doing an increase right here. That's called a level up. Have you ever played the game? It was on the Genesis Ultra Beast, where you go from a man to a stronger man to a straight up fucking courageous animal. I used to love that game. All right. So I'm going to read this again, just for pure pleasure. For real, Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall Yahweh Bashmiel Shai defend the inhabitations of Jerusalem, the 1/3. And he that is feeble, small, like lacking strength amongst them, that day shall be as David. So that's an increase. Okay. And then, but here's this. And the house of David, the already mighty man of Yasharallah, shall be as God. Okay. And Yahweh Shai promised that. He even said, you're going to do greater things than I've done. And that's like, huh? How? Because he's going to be greater. We all getting increased. As the angel of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai before them. Okay, see, he's giving that step. Okay, and it shall come to pass in that day that I shall seek to destroy all the nations that come against Yasharallah. Okay. And I was actually listening for Raise the Standard, but this does the point that brings it out right there. The Wadi Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. All right. So, hey. So I'm going to read this one more time, once again, just for pleasure. Zechariah 12 and 8. In that day shall Yahweh Bashmiel Shai defend the inhabitations of Jerusalem, the 1/3. And he that is feeble amongst them, weak amongst them, at that day shall be as David, mighty and strong. And the house of David, already mighty and strong, shall be as God, as the angel of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai before them. Okay? And here it goes. And it shall come to pass that in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations, the 17 nations. I thought Yahweh Bashmiel Shai loved everybody. Nope. That come against them. And that's Psalms 83 tells us all the nations had plotted against us. None of us was there to help us. They all wanted to see us dead. They watched us dead in the streets of spiritual Babylon for 3.5 days, roughly 300 years, and they mocked us and laughed at us. But hey, before we end this, here we go.
Stop playing with these niggas. Let go. Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl. Bitch. Not one but them all. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery Brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start. Montgomery Brawl. Man, shout out to the girl. Montgomery Brawl. Hey, now y'all done started some shit, so we gon' finish y'all it. Did. And this time, everybody about to witness it. Y'all. Bro told them to move, just doing this job. But y'all wanted to jump him, so now we got a prize. Let's get it. All right, bet. Let me tell y'all what really happened. Heard they was jumping on my cousin. Let me off, Captain. Cuz came out the water like, let's get it cracking. Unc came with the chair like I got some action. Cuz came no shirt like I got Sebastian. I got him. Even the women getting hit like, damn, what happened? Hey, this shit was kinda lit like, damn, it's cracking. I even seen a rock bottom like, damn, this wrestling. Seen a couple of them boys go night-night. And we got the first black man to swim to a fight. Salute. If you mad at this song, don't mention me. Don't do it. But fuck that chair going down in history. Hey, I'm really proud of y'all. Montgomery Brawl. Bitch. Not one but them all. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out bro that can swim. Montgomery Brawl. Salute shit, really all of them. Montgomery Brawl. Shout out Unc with the chair. Montgomery Brawl. Everybody that was there. Montgomery Brawl. Threw the hat off at the start. Montgomery Brawl. Man, shout out to the girl. Montgomery Brawl. Yeah, this a real good moment in history right now. Let us all smile. Salute.
And with that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.